Like, what is mystic love and who are the mystics? Well, I'll give you some examples of the mystics. And if you already follow me on my page, you know that most of the people I talk about or I post about or the poetry I share, these are all mystics, okay? So all of the theosophists that you know throughout history, the artists, the poets, the authors, these are all mystics because they have found love through their work. They have found love for the divine creation, divine source, divine light. And I cannot tell you how beautiful that love is because it really frees you. It's a freeing type of love where you don't need anything. It's unconditional. And you know, there's a story I once read, and actually it's an explanation, such a beautiful explanation of divine love. Okay, and it describes divine love into 5 stages. And the first stage of divine love is basically when you think of the divine source is something greater than you, something outside of you. You know, that's when you're like asked to go to the temple, go to the church, go to the mosque, go to the synagogue. You have to go and pray because God is bigger than you, or the divine source is bigger than you. It's more powerful than you. It's judging you, and you're asked to do these things, and you're not really sure why, but you know, out of, you know, just growing up, I remember like, you have to do it this way, and I would always find myself questioning, well, why? And why not this way? And why is this way the correct way and this way the wrong way? And so you're in that space where you're kind of thinking, oh, you know, the divine is something much bigger than me and I'm afraid of it. So that's like one stage. The next stage of really understanding the divine or connecting with the divine is what I understand from the Bhagavad Gita. So in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjun is a warrior and Krishna is his charioteer. But Krishna is also the Godhead Krishna, or the higher consciousness, and Arjun represents the ego self. So you have the ego and the higher consciousness. And the entire Bhagavad Gita is more of a conversation between Arjun and Krishna. And Arjun is asking Krishna in a very friendly manner, well, you're a buddy of mine. Can you help me through what I'm going, you know, what decisions I should be making? Should I continue to fight? Should I be fighting? Should I not be fighting? So he has this, you know, query that he asks the higher consciousness or the divine in a very friendly manner, like, hey, buddy, I need your help. Can you help me out? So that's another stage of, you know, connecting with the divine, when the divine is like your friend. Okay, the next stage of really understanding the divine is when you think of divine as a parent. So you think of the source as your source father, source mother, source light that protects you. So you have this feeling of, you know, needing protection from the light. So you're almost like a child to the divine. And that's one way of loving the divine. It's you know, ask for love, and you ask for safety and protecting you, and it's more of like a parent's love, that you seek a parent's love from the divine. The next stage is when you start thinking of the divine as a child of yours. So you're almost like, you know, that's where throughout history, where the temples are built and the churches are built and the altars at home are made, where you want to bring God, or whatever you consider God, into the house, onto an altar, and you want to worship it and you want to take care of it. Like you know, it's like holding baby Krishna or baby Jesus, or, you know, having an altar. Like I have an altar, you know, you would put your favorite things on it, you know, to decorate the altar. That's one way of, you know, loving the divine as a child, you know, where you are so connected to it. You feel like a parent to the divine, and you're like, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to build this temple. I'm going to build this altar for you. And the final stage of divine love is the mystical love. And the mystical love is also called as Madhurya Rasa. Madhurya Rasa is basically the type of love that is experienced by these poets like Rumi, Kabir Das, Hafiz, Mirabai, that I often post, and I do believe me too. So a lot, in my opinion, most of the metaphysical scientists or people in the metaphysical field have experienced a mystical love, which is a love that is like considering the divine as your lover, where nothing physical can really replace the love that you feel for something that's divine. And that to me is Madhurya Rasa, or mystical love. So I really hope you guys join tonight at the 10 p.m. live. If for any reason you have missed the actual live, you can always watch it. It's going to be available for 24 hours. And then I'm also going to try to record it this time and put it on the YouTube channel. Also, I just wanted to put a shout out. I know a lot of you had reached out to me on DMs and messages. I am creating a Facebook group, but to join the Facebook group, you're going to need to register at the B School of Light. And once you do, you'll get a confirmation. And then in the next week or so, I'll be sending an invitation to join a private Facebook group that is specifically for the B School of Light, which is mainly a lot of mystical stuff, a lot more than these lives. So for those who have already signed up and put your emails there, you'll get an email shortly in the next couple of weeks. I will put that together, that invitation together, so you'll get the invitation to join the Facebook group. And that would be a group where you can ask more one-on-one questions, and we can really go through a lot of these topics. And I'm actually really excited for next week's live as well. It's a very interesting topic that we're going to be talking about, and a very interesting speaker that I'm going to be bringing on as well. So thank you so much for watching. I'm so glad you guys resonate with the esoteric and the mystic, because I do really believe that is what is needed in the world to increase the light on the planet. So I wish you guys so much love and light. I love you all. Stay happy and healthy and in love always. Thank you.